It's Ashley. I am here live on my group wall, Channeling with Love, and we are going to be hearing from Melchizedek today, and I'm really excited. A little bit about the reason why I really wanted to channel him. I didn't really know much about him, and I learned more about him during my Angelic Reiki training. And I call on him during my Angelic Reiki training all the time. And or during my training, during when I'm doing healings and stuff, I call on him, and he's one of the beings that I call on to help raise the vibrational frequency of the room and really help to transmute energy and space. And I absolutely, when I call on him, I feel like he kicks in really powerfully, and I thought it would be really fun to hear from him and kind of get his take on whatever he wants to share with us, and then maybe take a few questions. Tonight we are going to have a little bit of a shorter video. I've just been feeling like really run down. This ascension symptom wave has really gotten me, and it's been kind of not a struggle, but a little bit of a struggle for me to, do my regular stuff and function at a level that makes me, be normal. So I thought I'd cut it short a little bit tonight and just, take some questions and then have a little short and sweet video. And thank you guys so much for joining us. There's lots of people saying hello, and heads up, I will be looking at questions here so I can really see your guys' names. Thank you, Eileen and Muriel, Patty, Sheena, Polly, everyone for joining. Sheena's saying that she loves to connect with Lord Melchizedek when doing Rouhani healing, so that's really cool. Yeah, his energy is so lovely, and whenever I call him in, I feel like just a wave of energy has entered the room, and it's just really beautiful to connect with him. And I don't know if any of you have, outside of Sheena, connected with him before, but I highly recommend it. And he's prompting me to kind of describe him a little bit, how I feel him and kind of what he looks like to me. There's lots of different pictures online. You can go and Google his visage. But I definitely, yeah, Sheena, I'll ask for you after this. I definitely see him as a taller male figure with a long beard, very bright blue eyes. Not necessarily like pale skin, but like, I don't know really how to describe it. It's just, he's so light filled that he's just a really bright person. I feel like all of his characteristics are heightened. So he's just got, kind of reminds me of Gandalf a little bit, with the long sweeping hair and the beard. And that's just kind of how I see him. You guys may resonate with a different picture of him or image of him, but that's kind of what I'm seeing. And I'm also seeing him in a white robe, a long robe. It's kind of silky, lightweight, very flowy. And it kind of, what's really cool when I look at the robe is it just kind of flows with the light. There's lots of light around him. And I definitely feel, yeah, you guys are saying too, very tall, wizard-like. Hey guys, thanks for joining. And I just feel like he's very wise in, you know, in his just being, in his energy. And he's standing here on my left. And when he first entered my space, it was really sweet. He entered from my left and kind of gave me like a side hug and leaned in. And then we chatted a little bit. And his energy is just so nice. I feel like he's a grandpa to me, kind of just in how easygoing, you know, we can chat and connect with each other. And he's saying to me specifically that I've worked with him many times, more than I realize, outside of the Reiki as well. So he's been around me more than maybe I right now am recognizing or am aware of. So that's something that I'm definitely going to be journaling about and asking more questions on for myself. I'm excited to hear how we've worked together. But he's saying tonight he'd like to speak with all of you about this moment in our lives that is really kind of up in the air for a lot of us, definitely seeming like there's just a lot of chaos or even just a lot of uncertainties and unknowns. And he's just smiling and he's saying that this is totally normal to feel like things are just kind of going all over the place. But he wants you guys to recognize that this is an opportune time. And we've heard this from a lot of other beings too. This is really an opportune time to practice the art of manifestation. Because there is so much energy, you are really in tune with everything that is going on around you, whether you're choosing a high vibrational frequency or a low vibrational frequency, that's where you're tuned in. And because you're tuned in, you really have a chance to practice the skills that you have or are looking to develop with manifestation, with playing with your own energy, your own vibrational frequency. He's saying, as you have said and others have said, you feel as if I am a wizard or a magical being. So he's calling on that Gandalf reference there for me. He's saying, manifestation may feel very magical. It may feel very mystical and otherworldly, but you are of that world. You are of that magic. You have the connections, the abilities, everything that you need is within you to create more of the magic that you wish to see in your life. So if you wish to see more peace in your life, you have the ability to create that. If you wish to see more abundance, we all want more abundance. We all want more money, more stability, more of what we like to do, more abundance of time. So we live in this space, and I'm sure a lot of people are working on not being tied to time, but having that freedom of time, not having to work, you know, a 9-to-5 job or have a lot of commitments that you're not actively engaging in, is always something that, you know, we could do more with more time, more opportunities to make choices around how we spend our day, how we spend the moment in which we are in. So he's saying that with whatever it is that you're looking in your life, you have the ability, you have the magic within you. And he's specifically highlighting magic for me because he really wants you guys to think about manifestation, connecting with energy as a kind of a magical feel. It's exciting, it's amazing, and you could be manifesting something small, something minimal, something that really isn't going to be moving mountains or doing something crazy, but it still feels like magic. It still feels so amazing and fabulous. And he's saying that there are really a lot of opportunities in this time because the energy is so, it's shifting so quickly. We should take that opportunity to capitalize and on that shifting energy and really focus in on what do we want in our lives and how do we make it happen. And he's highlighting that phrase, how do we make it happen? There are a lot of different ways that we can manifest. We have to trust and believe that what we are seeking or what we want is our right to have that. So it's our right to have more time. It's our right to, be more abundant. It's our right to be healthy. And we are in a state of what it is that we want. So we are in a state of healthiness. So using affirmations, kind of thinking about it as if it's already yours. But there's also this other element here. And I feel like a lot of people kind of skip this part, and it's you have to take action. So if you want more health in your life, you need to be eating healthy foods. You need to be exercising as much as you can. You need to be taking care of your vessel, or it's maybe mental health. You need to be getting rest. You need to, well, that's physical and mental, but you need to be doing things that bring you joy. So it's you're manifesting, you're stating what you want, you're envisioning what you want, but you're taking the action steps and you're moving forward with actions to bring that to you. So if you want a new job, start applying for a new job. If you need to move, or if you would like to move somewhere else, definitely. Okay, I was frozen for a minute. I don't know if you guys were seeing me frozen, but if you need to move, start looking at places to move. Start taking those actions, and your team, your spiritual team, your guardian angels, if you want to call in Melchizedek, your spirit guides, your galactic starseed family, they're all going to start making moves and helping you do what you're already starting to do. So doing what you need to do in your life, taking that action, is being a team player and moving forward and designing really the life that you want. And he's also showing me sometimes actions may not be as physical as I have as he has described already. So there may be moments where you get ideas. So you get ideas put in your head, and then you think, oh, wouldn't that be amazing? Well, then you have that idea. So now you kind of have a direction. So your team is helping you. And it's not always you having to start that action. You may be guided to take action in a specific way. But that all goes back to what it is that you're asking for, what you're looking for, and how you are using your energy and your vibrational frequency to manifest what you want. And he's saying that ultimately each of us have an opportunity and can use this opportunity as we choose. But he is wanting you guys to have a lot of fun with it. The more fun you have, the more engaged you are in an activity or a thought process over time, the more likely you will succeed with that thought process or those actions. So definitely take some time to think about what you want, how you want to manifest things, to move forward, but also look at the actions that potentially you will need to take to make it happen. And I am frozen again. I hope you guys can see me. Oh, there we go. I was just saying shoot in the text message or in the comments. Okay, so now that I'm asking him now, is there anything else that he'd like to say? He's saying no. At this time, he knows you guys have some questions, so he is going to focus on that now. And I'm going to look over here. So Sheena requested some guidance from Melchizedek, love and light to all. Sheena, he's showing himself just kind of like sitting in a meditative state right in front of you. And he's encouraging you to join him in meditation. And he really wants to connect with you in that space. He's saying that you are really good at incorporating a lot of different techniques into your spiritual practice, your lifestyle. And he's pointing to the Rahani healing Reiki practice. And the energy that comes along with that is really brilliant. And he's just applauding your actions. And he just wants to connect with you. And he wants to he's showing like work with you in a more direct way. So I don't know if you felt like you resonate with him a lot or if you ask him a lot of questions, but I feel him wanting to step forward a little bit more with you and work more directly with you. And I'm asking now if he has anything else that he would like to say. He's saying that you are a shining example for others who are maybe in your area or around you, and how to follow your heart. So looking at how you connect with that around you, living your life by your heart, using your heart chakra as a means to guide you. And people take notice of that. And they're impressed by that. And not that it's about impressing people, but he's saying it's important to leave a mark so that people remember it in their minds as they move forward. And he's showing like little fires have kind of sparked around you, like people have kind of gotten motivated or remember something that maybe you've talked with them about, and have been interested in moving forward on their own spiritual path. And he's just like applauding you again for that. So that's pretty awesome. I hope that resonates for you. Seeing down here, more questions. Okay, I'm going to go back up. I want to make sure I don't miss anyone. Yeah, warm energy compared to other male energies. I feel like Melchizedek is very warm and very someone just who's like really fun and comfortable. I feel really comfortable chatting with him. I see another question here. I had to put my kitty of 19 years down today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Can you please tell me if Jasper made it over and is he with my other kitty, Gypsy? Thank you. Melchizedek is now showing, oh, this is so cute. He's like bending over and petting your cat. And Jasper's just fine. He's very happy. I'm even hearing like purring, honestly, like that's super cool. And Melchizedek is saying that his transition was painless. And he's saying there are many pets out there. You know, a lot of people are worried about their pets when they pass over or go through the veil. And he wants you guys to know that pets, their transition is much faster than humans. They are really here for almost not a limited, but very specific reasons. They come to Earth and they it's almost like they have a fast pass, or you know, the carpool lane where you can go really fast and then there's the slower lanes. They go very quickly through their transition, and there's no pain involved. They don't really need a lot of healing most of the time. They don't carry around the emotional baggage or worries or stressors the way humans do. And when they pass over, it's just much easier for them in comparison to the more deep healing that humans need, the more deprogramming that we need, the process that we take typically when we pass over. So animals don't really have to feel that or go through those experiences. And Jasper made it over just fine. And he's showing me now there's two cats. So this your other kitty, Gypsy, is definitely with Jasper. And they're just like weaving in between his feet, and he's just kind of chuckling. It was just really sweet. He's very healthy, happy. I don't see any sort of indication of age or injury on Jasper at all. Just a healthy cat, happy cat. So, and Melchizedek is also saying, if you, want to connect with your pets that have passed on, like other spirit beings, you can just simply call on them, ask how they're doing. They hear you, and they're going to be right there, and they'll be able to be around. And if you want to connect, all you have to do is really quiet your mind, like connecting with any other being. If you've practiced that before, quiet your mind. You can ask a question or ask for them to step forward. And then it's really up to you to sense what's changed around you, what's changed in your mind, what have you noticed in the last 20 seconds since you asked for that being to step forward, and then what is continuing to change, what's around you. So he's urging you to definitely try and connect with your cats, because they're around, and he's saying that you may be sensing Jasper's energy quite often, and not to be alarmed or surprised, because he's going to be around you. So I hope that resonates with you, and I'm really sorry to hear that you had to put him down. That's never easy. 19 years, oh my gosh, that cat was really old, but that's amazing. You had 19 amazing years with him. That's so great. Let's see here. I'm sorry, I don't see names. I'm going to scroll up. Oh, that was for Polly. I'm sorry, Polly, to hear about your kitty cat. Judy, does Melchizedek have any guidance for me? Thank you. I just heard the word easy flowing. Just go with the flow, just take it easy, rest, enjoy your time, Judy. Don't get caught up in, he's showing me a planner, a ton of appointments or things that maybe you feel like you've been missing out on, or you feel like you need to catch up, or you need to be doing something. He's just kind of saying just take it easy, rest, relax. If you're, guided to do something right now, depends on where you're at in the world, but right now, a lot of us can't really do too much as far as going out and about in society. But if you are guided to maybe go take a walk, or go sit out in your garden or your backyard, front yard area, maybe think about just going with the flow and connecting with nature outside. I see you just kind of lounging and watching birds and, connecting with the trees around you. So he's just bringing that feeling too of just really a lot of peace and calmness and just total relaxation. So I hope that resonates with you, Judy. I hope that you're in that space already, maybe going with the flow and just connecting. That would be awesome. But definitely easy flowing. That's a funny way of saying it. Rita, lately when I meditate, I get a high-pitched whine in my right ear. Is there a way to connect more with this energy, or connect more to make sense of this whine? All right, Rita, I am so excited that you asked that question, because when you hear ringing in your ear, either your right ear or your left ear, and Melchizedek's coming in on my left, and I know that because there's all this energy here, but I'm also getting a little pressure in my left ear. Some may hear a whine or a high pitch in the ear, and that is really energy connecting with you, speaking to you, or putting energy through your ear chakras in your ear, your physical ear, to kind of get your attention. So when you're meditating, there's energy stepping forward onto your right side. You can ask them to step back or tone down the pitching if it's a little too high for you or too harsh. But just recognize that that energy is there. I'm getting it's your guardian angel. So calling on your guardian angel, saying hello, just asking them a question if you have questions or anything that you want to chat with them about, or ask them for a message. And then quiet your mind and just try, and you're already in that meditative state, so that's brilliant. So it's going to be really easy to quiet your mind and relax, and then see what energy is coming in, what emotion are you feeling, what sounds, are you getting words in your head, you know, are you hearing certain things, are you getting a memory, are you getting any sort of visualization, and just take that as a response to you asking for that message from your guardian angel. I'm feeling from your guardian angel a lot of pressure in my third eye and in my crown chakra. So I feel like maybe you're getting more ideas, or it's called claircognizance. So a knowing maybe you're asking specific questions and you're just knowing the answers. Trust that. Don't doubt it. Don't question it, and just go with it. And you can practice using yes/no questions. You can practice, you know, asking for more information about certain things, and just kind of see what comes up. But when you have that pitch in your ear, that loud ringing, it's your guardian angel is what's coming forward for me, for you, Rita, is wanting to connect with you in your right side. But you can always confirm, are you my guardian angel? Yes or no? And do you get like an excited feeling, or like a pit in your stomach, kind of like, oh my gosh, this doesn't feel good feeling? So that's how you can kind of sense in your body, and it's going to be different for everyone. And I do want to call out, it was really different for me when I first started channeling. My crown chakra was wide open for a yes. It felt like my head was opening like a book on a yes. And then I would get a sinking feeling in my stomach for no. And that stayed the same, my sinking feeling in my stomach. But now my yes is in my heart chakra, and it just feels like electric energy going through my heart chakra. So I hope that resonates with you, Rita, and really good question. May, can Melchizedek give me any guidance on the messages I'm trying to get in my sleep? Any guidance? What guidance is reaching out? I'm again getting May, guardian angel. So your guardian angel is really trying to connect with you. And on trying to receive guidance when you sleep, he's saying to just relax, trust, and know that information is going to come to you in this state. And honestly, it really is a lot easier to get information in your dream state, or maybe as you're falling asleep or waking up, you're going to have different sensations, different ideas, different visualizations. Things are going to come forward. And the trick really is to just be relaxed, recognize it, and then when you're in an awakened state, be able to write it down or remember it. Because I know you've asked a few times about setting intention, remembering your guidance in your sleep. So writing it down might be helpful, or doing a recall exercise. Like, I know for me, when I want to learn something better, I always, this is kind of corny or like nerdy of me, but I always practice as if I'm teaching someone how to do something or what I know. And I always kind of like remember things as they come up. So trying something like that could help. You're saying don't worry or don't stress too much about it. Also be aware of maybe what's around you when you are in your awakened state, because you're not only receiving guidance when you're sleeping, you're receiving guidance throughout your entire day, May. So take some time to just kind of scan your environment and see what's going on around you. And he's stepping back on that. So I hope that resonates. I have time for maybe one more question, guys. Oh, wow, Sheena. She said, I just saw him in front of me. Wow, but like a shadow shape of him, top of the body. That's awesome. And good point, Sheena. When you see spirit, well, I guess Amanda was saying this as well, but when you see spirit, don't freak out. Don't kind of shake yourself out of that space, because then you're going to kind of overwrite the vibration or the space in which you're in to see what you need to see or what you're seeing in the moment. I'm definitely guilty of this, because I have seen my guardian angel a few times, and I always get so excited that I like kind of override it, and then it just kind of dissipates. So try and hold that space. It's harder than well, it's hard for me anyway. I don't know about you guys. Okay, one final thing. May, she's seeing a lot of numbers in sequence. Thank you both. So May, that's awesome. Really good point. You know, there's signs, and one of those signs is seeing a lot of numbers. So knowing that, you know, spirit is around you, they're always trying to confirm with you that they're there, that they love you, and that they're watching over you and have your highest good in their actions, their mind, everything. So the repeating numbers are really key, and I'm really happy, May, that you definitely recognize that as a sign for you. And yeah, just kind of keep your mind open and see what else is sticking out to you. That goes for everyone. I'm always seeing like different things, and it's always really interesting to kind of make it a game almost, to see, okay, what am I going to see today? How am I going to engage with energy today? And that kind of goes back to Melchizedek's message of keeping it entertaining, magical, and recognizing that you guys have the power to connect with spirit, but also to connect with high vibrational energy. You are of love and light, so you're already like a really powerful energy, and it's all up to you and how you direct it and what you bring into your life, and how, you know, things move forward for you. So definitely keep it fun and magical, and however that looks for you. Have a good time thinking about the energy and playing around with it and seeing what transpires out of that, because it's really cool to see, okay, I'm trying to do this. You're taking these steps, you're asking for support and help, you're affirming it, and then bam, it's right there. And it's like, oh my gosh, like this is amazing. And it's just really, really exciting for sure. So I am a little bit over time. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I really appreciate all of the questions. I'm sorry I didn't get to everyone tonight. I do have another channeling coming up next Thursday with Lord Shiva, and I'm really excited to channel him, you guys. I love connecting with his energy. I just recently channeled him for the first time, and he was super awesome, and I cannot wait. That's going to be a regular hour long, about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour channeling event, and I'm definitely hoping and expecting that my energy levels will be better next week. I'm going to get a lot of rest this week and try and just ride the wave, go easy flowing, as Melchizedek would say. And thank you guys so much. Have a great one, and love to you all. Bye.